Today in Golosolandia, the most surprising cake this summer. Look how good that looks. It seems like the kind you'd find at the best bakery in the city. Check out this slice. It's the watermelon and yogurt cake. The most hydrating, healthy, and surprising dessert you'll see this year. But what if I told you it doesn't have a single gram of sugar, not a single gram of flour, and not only does it not need an oven, I didn't even use a stove. I'm gonna tell you how I came up with this. Last year, at a family birthday around the beginning of July, I brought an amazing chocolate cake. And after 5 minutes, I had to take it away and put it in the fridge because it started melting into a lake. And I didn't want a mud pool.
And I was sweating. People were like, "Why did you bring it if you only came with the portions? It was a disaster!"
So I said, I need something quick, tasty, impressive, and that doesn't get hard in the heat. And that's how this experiment was born, which today, in my house, is considered a classic. The ingredients are really simple. You can pause the video and write them down with paper and pen, but you don't need to. Don't worry. I'll explain everything to you step by step, so there's no confusion. I need half a kilo or 2.5 cups of yogurt. As you can see, I'm using Greek yogurt. And since I can't estimate it by eye, and this container is 1 liter, I'm going to weigh it with this scale. Half a kilo, there it is. Fresh Greek yogurt straight from the fridge. Here we're going to add ingredients to give it flavor and texture. First, a splash of vanilla. It goes great with desserts. And I'm going to sweeten it with honey instead of sugar. So 2 heaping tablespoons to give it that special touch. And as always, when you use honey, have a spatula handy. Otherwise, almost all of it stays on the spoon. Now we're going to add the last ingredient, 200 grams or 1 cup of cream cheese or cream cheese spread. The classic Philadelphia cream cheese. We give it a little mix so everything comes together and there are no lumps. And in no time, our cream is ready. Keep it in the fridge while you prepare the rest of the recipe, or even for another half hour. Pay close attention to the texture. It should be a bit firm. If you use a yogurt that's too runny, it won't turn out the same. So use a Greek yogurt with plenty of fat, and it'll be much better. In some cases, you can almost eat them with a spoon. And like any good yogurt and watermelon cake or pie, you need this, a watermelon. And we're gonna cut it. We're gonna make the cake base out of a block of watermelon. For that, you have to cut off both sides so the base is flat and can stand up. So we cut off one side, remove this slice, and do the same on the other side. A very sharp knife, and we cut out another cake layer. To give it shape, you just have to carve. Yes, you heard right. Carve, sculpt, call it whatever you want. Just run the knife along the sides to start shaping it. So you end up with a kind of watermelon cylinder. You cut a strip, turn it a bit, then the next one, and keep doing this as many times as needed until it's more or less rounded. It doesn't have to be perfect, not at all, but it should look like a thick disc. You know, little by little you keep cutting, so it ends up more or less rounded. It has to be perfect and almost have no white left. If you cut a little too much of the red, it's no big deal. I'm not giving the watermelon a massage. No, I'm using plenty of paper towels to dry it well. You have to dry it really well, because if it's wet, the cream will slip off and we won't get the desired effect. So use a few paper towels on it and then wrap it in a good amount of them. Meanwhile, keep it in the fridge for at least half an hour. That way, the moisture gets absorbed, and it ends up with the perfect texture. The first time I made this, I didn't tell anyone, and I said, "Guess, guess." They spent 10 minutes guessing, thinking that what was inside had to be cake, that I was tricking them. They wondered if it was red velvet, if it was Japanese cake, if it was a carrot cake. And I kept quiet because no one expects it to be a watermelon, and the look on their faces when they cut it open and see that vivid red color. It's incredible. It's priceless. Let's start assembling it. The moment of truth has arrived, and I remind you to leave it in the fridge for 30 minutes. It's essential for the texture to be perfect. Remove the paper from the watermelon. Then, let's get the cream, which we also had chilling, remember? And we're going to cover the watermelon with this cream. It's that simple. Bet you thought it would be more complicated? And the good thing is that since the watermelon is dry and the cream is very thick, you can spread it just like buttercream or any other cream. What do you put here? On your cakes, look how delicious. Spread it so it covers the whole surface and do the same with the sides. I recommend, if it's a bit runny, that you do it in several steps. First, a thin layer, refrigerate for 5 minutes, and then the second layer. Keep doing this until it's just the way you like it. I think I'm gonna leave it now. And it's ready. For the final rest, I'm gonna let it cool for another half hour to make sure of the texture, and then it's ready to enjoy. You can decorate it however you want, just like any cake. I'm gonna do a very easy and simple decoration. I'm gonna chop a few walnuts and put them on the base. It always gives an interesting contrast with the plate. So I'll take it and start decorating. We place the chopped walnuts, as I mentioned, along the bottom edge. Now that we have that perimeter, let's move on to the surface. A little more walnut that we have left over. We sprinkle it on top, carefully so the white is still visible. And also some blueberries, marking the whole area. It looks like it came from a bakery. A fresh, easy recipe with no complications. Ideal for a hot summer. It's so refreshing, like pure water in a dessert. Perfect to cheer you up after a day at the beach. Make it at home, and you'll find it's a lot of fun to make, and that kids love it. And if you like these recipes I come up with on the fly, even if they're a bit random,
Y nos vemos en el...
because I have something reserved for you, just for you, that you're going to love.
La cocina empieza la emoción, con pasos simples sin complicación, desde un pastel hasta un buen bizcocho.